The unexpected death of Father Vernon Decoteau last June left his Belchertown parish in mourning. Well known across the diocese for his love of music, Father Vern was a driving force behind the reorganized Singing Priests. Recently, the St. Francis of Assisi community gathered to remember Father Vern and to dedicate a memorial that will remain for generations. Following the lyrics of one of his favorite hymns, parishioners will now lift up their voices to accompany the new organ dedicated to their former and beloved pastor. Kathy Harrington reports.
The St. Francis of Assisi Choir began the anniversary Mass with Father Vern Decoteau's musical choice, Holy, Holy, Holy. About 150 people gathered for the Thursday evening Mass on the first anniversary of his death. The Mass of Remembrance was the perfect time to dedicate the new church organ to their former pastor. Before Mass, organists took turns providing a musical prelude in honor of Father Vern. Installed in time to debut at the Easter Vigil, the new organ project actually began nearly 2 years ago.
We wanted to renovate the old organ because we only had a piano here, or a keyboard. So I went to Father Vern in September of 2015 with the idea that the Knights of Columbus would pay to renovate and repair the old organ system and then have it brought over here to the new church. And he decided, no, new church, new organ. Will you run with it? Will you be the shepherd of the project?
A committee spent time searching for the right instrument for the new church.
We all came together. We went through many, many months of going to churches and listening to systems through different vendors until the committee decided to present it to Father Jack, this system.
We present this organ for your blessing. Grant that its music may lead us to express our prayer and praise in melodies that are pleasing to you.
To help cover the cost, the Singing Priests donated the proceeds from their December concert in Father Vern's memory. Father Matthew Alcombright worked with Father Vern to bring the Singing Priests of the diocese back together. The December concert was difficult without Father Vern.
It's hard. He was the showman. He knew how to put on the show, and so and we knew how to show up and partake in the show. So it was really difficult. It was really difficult for us in that sense to coordinate it and stuff without his vision. But also it was hard to do it without him. Without him being there.
Michael Carney was one of the organists who played for this dedication and anniversary Mass. He says as long as he can remember, music has been a strong ministry at St. Francis of Assisi.
Today was my second time playing on the organ. I had the honor of being on the organ committee, so I helped to choose what organ we actually got.
For this night, Carney said each organist selected the music they would play.
The one I played, Abide With Me, made me think of him though.
We had a very nice music ministry to start with as I was growing up, and when Father Vern came here, it just seemed to take on its own life, and it was just amazing how everything just took off. Everybody was just so enthused and so energetic, and he just brought a whole nother life into the ministry.
Lifelong parishioner Donna Grady serves as choir director. She says choosing the music for this Mass was special.
The last song, City of God, was one of his favorites. So while the sopranos and the tenors went off on the descant, we were remembering him because that was his part.
Donna says to dedicate the organ to Father Vern is perfect. He wanted a new organ for the new church, and tonight parishioners gave him a lasting honor. For Reel to Reel, I'm Kathy Harrington.
Father Decoteau's reach was wide. He once made headlines after meeting and performing for former President George H.W. Bush and Barbara Bush while vacationing in Maine. The former president later made donations to the construction of the Belchertown Church. All great memories of a wonderful priest.